Hello and welcome back to Purple is the Chosen One, our favoured soul caster life, although we're not doing much casting at the moment. We are sitting here trying to keep warm by the campfire at the base of Misery's Peak. I've done one or two of the quests in the wilderness area. The redemption one, where you have to protect Hayton at the end, gave me a couple of problems. Failed it twice because Hayton died twice. So there, I would have very much liked to have had the Cure Light Wounds spell to be able to heal him between waves. But I wasn't prepared for defending an NPC at the end. I'd forgotten about that. Otherwise, not going too badly. I've taken level 2, as you can see. We've improved the gear a little bit. Goggles, I've got the Master's Gift augment slotted. If any of you are interested, I've done a little guide. Oh, we've got some dungeon alert. Have we got some creatures around? Oh, hello. That's an unwelcome disturbance. Okay. We better summon up our sword, else we'll be hopeless here. Okay. All good. Now, where were we? Yeah, if for anybody interested, I've done a little guide in the guide section how to create one of those Master's Gift augments. It basically involves running through the Delira's tomb chain and the ruins of Threnel to get an end item from each one, and then you combine those two to create this Master's Gift augment, which can be slotted into your gear from level 1. Spot the deliberate mistake, I've made this gear level 2 for reasons best known to myself, and you just get that 5% always on bonus to experience earned, which is so much nicer than messing about swapping in the voice of the master, or having a muppet like me forget that there are some people with the voices that would like to know when the quest is just about to end, and it's like, forgot again. True Seeing is nice. Reveal the secret doors in most of Heroic, and if you happen to be a melee, you'll be able to bypass any, I think, blur or displacement effects that opponents are using to give you a miss chance, which would be great. And Persuasion for a bonus to our any kind of UMD type thing will be nice too. I did remember to add in 1 point at least of UMD, so we can see we're not terrible because we have a decent charisma, and 1 in tumble. I put the other skills, as I mentioned, it's heal and spellcraft with a bit of jump thrown in because we don't have the jump spell this time around, although I did add some potions of jump for a 10-point boost on that next to our potions of heroism. Other gear that's been updated, just basic stuff. Intelligence and spell sight. Intelligence gives a point of spell power, I think, for each intelligence point. So, sorry, for each 2 intelligence points, so that's worth 5 on spell power, which isn't bad. I wish these people had stopped. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Constitution and charisma, perfect for this build. Can't say more. Runic trinket, less than ideal for our current situation. I'd have preferred something more melee focused, but at the moment we're just kind of waiting. So I've left that in because it's a very good caster's item, +1 DC of all spells. The insightful potency should help us with the extra fire damage, because I think that scales off spell power, and 60 more spell points won't hurt us. because we're using spell points to activate our Divine Might, which you can see now lasts for 2 minutes. I've gone with all 3 of the enhancement points in there now. We've got a cloak there with a feather falling and a bit of dodge. Now, feather falling in Misery's Peak can be very handy because there are some fairly high up areas in there. That's just for false life because the constitution we have already, so 5 more hit points. 4 on PRR and MRR is nice, and the Radiance Law actually does help us on that item for the Nimbus of Light. We obviously don't have the SLA at the moment from the Angel of Vengeance tree, but we do have the standard spell. I've tested that and it's now doing maybe up towards double figures, so a lot less sucky already because the extra level is giving it an extra 1d6 damage. So it's still nothing to write home about, but I'm beginning to use it as a sort of a lead into fights. If there's something in the distance, I'll hit it with that first and then close for melee. The other thing we've been trying, we got Trip at level 2. I haven't selected that, it was just auto granted. And as we are using the Divine Might, which is helping with tactical feats as well, I thought, what the hell, put it on the bar and see how it goes. That's all the same, all the same. Braces are new. So I was mentioning about resistance, that's our first resistance item, 2 on all saves, great stuff. And fortification, so we're up to almost 50% now with our critical hit resistance, which for level 2 is great. Nothing else I don't think has changed there. Spell, I took Protection from Evil. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but I couldn't see anything. And there's another interloper here. I couldn't see anything that really stood out. You must take me. So I just added that in. I think all in all, we're just waiting to see if we can get to this level for the Scorch enhancement in the Tiefling tree. And if we can reach that, I would like to think, coupled with a caster stick, I can use a level 2 caster stick from the Borderlands to give me fire power and crit chance. I would like to think that maybe we might be able to switch to casting and away from this this melee style. But unfortunately, that's come too early to help us in the Misery's Peak. So we're just going to have to face it as we are. The one other thing from the level 2, it asks you if you want Grace of Battle or Knowledge of Battle, and that depends on whether you've gone Charisma or Wisdom based. The Grace is Charisma, and that gives you Charisma to hit and damage with your favoured weapon, which for us is a longsword. You just beggar. Oh, there, he's gone. Right. And the other one, the Knowledge of Battle, would have been the same for Wisdom. Let's get going before anything else happens here. We're just going to make our way to the base of the peak. Now, it's been a long time since I've done this one, so I'm liable to have forgotten quite a bit. And for such an early quest, it's quite an epic one from memory. I'll have to remember to redo the buffs because it's a fair old stretch, this one.
You're here. Come. There isn't much time. Selimus, ready your party. weaken the barrier for you.
Ready! Charge!
Good. Now to clear your path.
Okay,
Beacon clears the passage.
so I want this divine might thing on at all times. Just had a little go with the trip. I think we got him there. Now, as there's a lot of undead here, they take extra from light. Let's just do a tester. Yeah, that's not bad. That's the standard spell, not maximised or anything, so... Oh, 7. So the 30 was a crit. But even so, a lot better than the 2s and 3s we were getting at level 1, I think you'll agree. I could, no, I won't.
Several humanoid figures surround a glowing pedestal.
Now what's happening here? Do we have to break? Oh, okay.
Their faces set in silent internal screams.
Alright. So either we're critting quite a lot with that thing, or it's doing a lot more damage because they're undeads. I think we have to... there's a crystal, or 2 crystals even on there. We have to go and find something that unlocks those, don't we? Yeah, feather fall here definitely could even be a lifesaver. So that trip thing's working quite well. The Nimbus of Light, not yet really worth doing too much with. So we're looking... where is that door? Can I see it from up here? I think we're looking for another one, aren't we? Another one of those... are we, or maybe not? No, perhaps not. Where's the door?
The heavy door is locked by a pair of signals.
Right, so there must be something
The
up this
control
one then,
mechanisms are
perhaps.
in this cavern somewhere.
Is this the way we've already been? I knew I'd get lost in here. I think we've just come up this way. Unless it's a mirror. Now we've got some opponents here which suggests that maybe we didn't. No, we have. We've been there, haven't we? There's a thing over there, isn't there? How do I get to that? Now that's where I need to be, up there. So... how do I reach that? Oh, this is going to be quite embarrassing now. We're doing respectable damage. That side of it's going well. Now, I've already done that. How do I get... oh, I need to be over there. How do I get to it? And the answer to that is I'm really not sure. Is there another path somewhere leading up? Could end up completely going round in circles here. There's only one way up, isn't there? just about for so long. All the buffs have run out. God, it would be so embarrassing to have to delete this and show you something else just because I simply can't figure out how to progress the quest. It's not round that way, is it? So it's got to be this way. This is the way I've just come, isn't it? How do I get up there? I have absolutely no idea. Is there a lever or something I've missed? That's the way I came. What an absolute disaster. There only seems to be one way. That's nothing, is it? No, so what on earth am I doing wrong? It's up there somehow, but I can't get there. How do I get over there? Ah! Oh my god! Okay. All of about 10 minutes later. Oh Jesus, that is terribly embarrassing. So if I... Do I actually need to go down there now? Maybe not. Do I just go all the way up here? Remember to use our big attacks. Yeah, we're hitting for some nice damage. And the little fire imbue thing is doing very nicely against those. Okay, so we can light this thing up. And I guess there's something to do in here. Yeah. Does that open the door now? Oh no, we've still got one more to get. So there's another one somewhere. I guess another room like the one we just went in. Shouldn't be wasting mana on that silly little spell. The mana should be kept for the the big divine might buff. We're still going to somewhere new here, aren't we? Yeah. What's going on here? Is that something else, or trying to trip a spider? Well done. Is that something I need to go to? Possibly, yes. Okay.
With the second signal crystal activated, you hear the stone door at the base of the
So
dragon
stone door, so just straight back down to the bottom then. And where is the stone door? It is... Is it down that way? Yeah. Gonna try and set a record for the longest ever completion of Misery's Peak. Now that trip's working quite nicely while the Divine Might is active. So we're getting a nice quota of misses. Enjoy it while you can, because it's the only time our feeble armour class will ever grant us misses, I think. And we're also getting some hits doing... Oh, mistake. I had a guy at the back targeted there, accidentally pressed the Nimbus of Light, and it attracted him towards us. Still doing reasonably feeble damage. Still, it's only 4 mana each time, so it's not the end of the world.
Chills run down your spine as you
The
finally
dragon.
come face to face with the dragon that has been terrorizing Korthos. Even at rest, it is a truly awesome beast.
I think we have to go through here, don't we? Or is it...
The door at the
Ah,
rear
okay.
also open. The cultists attracted by the roar of combat rush out to confront you.
Come on. Yeah, that little extra fire thing from the tiefling is helping us. It also gives fire spell power, so when we stop doing melee, it's still going to be somewhat useful to us, those cores. Missed there with my trip. Made a real mistake in not killing the caster first. Do we need to rest? I think we're okay. Yes, down you go, matey. Beautiful. Caster first, come on. Yeah, did you see that 50? Wow. Beautiful. Now what's going on up there? Can we reach those? I hope so. Oh, I got a hammering. Nicely done. Maybe we just give up on the casting and do another melee life, eh? A lever I didn't know was there. Now, is there another lever somewhere? I think there might be. I think there's a couple of levers you need to... Oh no! No,
The ground quavers, and you look down to see a tunnel.
there they are.
The dragon roars as it thunders after Senmas and Jeets and Talma. The ruse is working.
Yeah, it's still a bit feeble, the Nimbus of Light, unfortunately. But the fear thing on our armour is working very nicely. That's a super nice thing for starter gear. The
Once again, signal pistons are sent to the war.
invulnerability and fearsome combination for taking less damage, or in most cases none, and fearing those who do strike you to avoid pile-up of opponents on you. Now I've run out of speed boost, unfortunately, so we're going to be criminally slow. I think there may be maybe 2 levers up here. Let's get rid of these caster people first. That's the only downside of the fear. They run off and leave you, and then you have to catch them back up again. Oh, come on! I was expecting to one-shot that thing. It was almost dead anyway. Let's try and hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. No way would we have been able to do this without cheating with the charisma sword, the shadow blade thing from the Fey tree. Let's have a rest so we can get our boots back in action.
But where is the second?
Even without my dillying and dallying trying to find the way forward. And this is still a long quest for a beginner's one. Not that I have anything against that. It's a suitably epic finale to this chain. So we're looking for another lever somewhere. Oh, there's some people over there. That tells me it's over there. Get down. So the trip's working quite nicely. Only really useful in sort of 1v1. I think he saved against the trip. Holding the door. Yeah, there's quite a volume of people here. Are they all casters? Wow. Come on then, let's get stuck in. That's where it pays to have the resistance to magic missile going.
You feel fresh frozen air gust in from the newly
So
opened
no newly opened door below. Where is this newly opened door? I guess down this way. Looks like it. crikey, more of them. And believe it or not, they've allegedly reduced the amounts of opponents, I think, in this one quite recently. So there must have been a hell of a number. It's quite a challenge to solo, especially if you're on a first life character. So yeah, welcome back to Purple pretends to be a caster but actually does melee. Wow, big hit. I'm making good use of that smite thing from the war tree when that's off cooldown. Well, that's a problem with our robes, especially with doing melee. They're well on the way to breaking because they're a level 1 item. Do we actually have to fight these, or what happens here? Oh, we do. Oh, we've got a flame item though, so that's going to help us. Let's put some defense on. Nice. It's not a flame item, it's a flame toggle that we've got from the tiefling first core. Oh, do we have to... oh, I see. Stop hitting us. Okay. I think there might be a couple more of these on the way up. Undead should have low saves for these, surely, for these troops. Nice going. I always thought this was a real nice ending. When you think it's a beginner level quest and you come in and you see all this, you think, wow.
The Mind Flayer and Dragon are locked in a contest of wills.
Oh, I think,
This could be your chance to
is that
destroy
thing
the
vulnerable to
minds.
force? Hey, whatever, we made short work of it anyway, that was good.
Loses the Mind Sunder's power. The dragon reasserts its will and looks very annoyed.
Let's show you the... Oh, it's already gone. I think the dragon's either eaten or killed the Mind Flayer.
Follow me. Katie wants a word with you. Here, take this portal, so you won't have to walk back.
There we go. There we have it.
And like magic,
think that got us enough to get to level 3.
Savior of Korthos.
Sorry about
Make
the
sure as you return,
the 5-10 minutes of wandering around lost. I
then
hope
justice
that doesn't detract too much from the whole thing. I'd rather leave it there if possible, and at least then you can tell I haven't rehearsed the whole thing in advance. The plan, as I mentioned, is to try to boost ourselves up far enough to get this scorch enhancement and then switch to casting. If we'd have had that going for that quest we've just done, we could have made mincemeat out of some of those packs of things. At least I hope so. So that's the plan going forward, to have to take Empower at 3, and then we have Maximise and Empower on this thing. And I guess we can take the points out of Fey Illusionist and off here. So that's gonna... Oh no, because it's all going in there, you muppet. I was going to say we could have had the spell-like ability out of the Favoured Soul tree as well. I think we're going to go all in for this as soon as we can have it and see how that works out for us. Fire, I think, is going to be quite a theme between the Tiefling tree and some of the nice fire-related spells in the Favoured Soul arsenal. So that's the future. I think I might hold the level 3 and go and do the Borderlands next, and maybe the next time you see purple it might be one of the quests in the harbour. I'll try and think of one that we haven't shown just yet. Okay, I think that's about all for now. Thank you very much as always for looking. Hope you're all having a good day, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.